Everybody's rock bottom is different. Some rock bottoms happen in jail, some rock bottoms happen in the basement of your house. They all look different, but we all get there basically from the same actions. Growing up, my dad quit drinking about, 36 years ago now, maybe. Everybody said, well, it's hereditary, it can be a hereditary thing. And Dad would tell me, be careful because it's in our blood. And I've known for a long time that I was different. Even when, in college or high school, I'd be the first one to start drinking and usually the last one to stop. Kept drinking heavier and heavier, and I would say I was a fairly high-functioning alcoholic. I think it was more or less to chase that buzz or that feeling I would get from it. And I had fun. And I enjoyed it until it wasn't fun anymore. We're gonna have a company party, company gathering down at my brother-in-law's place. I had a big golf tournament that weekend, and so I played in this golf tournament all day on Saturday, and I'd been drinking all day long. So I got down there, and my wife was there, and a bunch of people I knew, and so we cooked and kept drinking, and by the end of the night, I was just beyond drunk. And I remember I just said some just terrible, terrible things to my wife that, I can't take them back. The next morning, suddenly I woke up on a random couch at 6 o'clock. My friend Ben is waking me up saying, hey, we gotta get you up to the golf tournament. Ben, what am I doing here? How did I get here? He's like, well, I helped you get over here or whatever. And so he ended up giving me a ride back, and I felt just like this big, and I knew it was not good. I hadn't heard from my wife. She wouldn't return a phone call or text or anything. And Monday morning, first thing I did, I called my dad. He answers the phone like he always does. Hello. Hey, Dad. And he knew something was up, and I just said, Dad, I need help. I don't know what to do. And what do you mean? What's wrong? And I said, with my drinking. I said, it's out of control, and I got to change it. Dad got choked up, and he kind of said, well, I've been waiting for this call. I've been hoping for this call, and he knew it was different this time. About a week after I quit drinking, it was about the opening day of archery deer season, and I loved bow hunt. So I went down. My dad has this hunting blind that he built with a friend of his. It had been raining a lot, so I was walking through this field, and so I finally get out to it, and my boots are like cinder blocks. They're so heavy with mud stuck on them. And I reached down to find the key, and the key wasn't there. So I reach all over, can't find the key. Immediately I was just mad. Nothing is going right. I was embarrassed, I was ashamed. I had just a crazy amount of shame that I was dealing with. And a lot of unknowns, with my career, with my family. So I sat down, and mosquitoes were unbelievable. So I said, well, I'm just gonna try to pry the door open or something. I went up and tried to shake the door, it didn't go, and trying to pry it open, didn't work. And so I went and sat back down, and in the rain and the bugs and everything, and finally I literally just looked up in the sky, put my arms out, and I said, why? Why are you doing this to me, to God? And I was mad. I was just really mad. The bugs got so bad, and it started raining harder, and I said, well, I'm just gonna leave, but I'll try the door one more time. So I got up there, and I tried to pry it again, and tried to push it, turn the handle every which way, and it didn't budge. And so I thought, well, I'm just gonna walk back. And so I was going down these two little steps, and I just had my hand on the doorknob. As I'm getting to the bottom step, and I can barely reach the handle anymore, just getting ready to jump off, the door opened. I got my stuff put it in the blind, and I sat down and I just started crying. In my life at that time, where it seemed like every single door that I came up to was getting slammed in my face. And then all of a sudden, it was like, I don't know, it was just like a light bulb moment of, come on in. I'm here, and I still love you. And you know, forgiveness is a hard thing to sometimes get from people, but at that point I kind of realized, you know, God's going to forgive me. If God can forgive me, then I can start working on trying to forgive myself. About a week after I had kind of had that happen down at the hunting blind, and we go to the Sertoma campus at that time, the old Sertoma campus. We get in the sanctuary, they started doing their songs, and Reckless Love came on. I bet I've heard Reckless Love, I don't know how many times. It's one of my favorite songs. I've just loved that song, but I never really thought about what it meant. They started blasting that, and it just hit me like I am the lost sheep at this point, and I just started crying. God's been chasing me all along, and He would go to any length to find me, and it just really hit me hard. If I'm not drinking, I still get to be a dad. I still get to be a husband. I don't have to worry about waking up in the morning feeling like garbage and not being able to, you know, spend time with the kids. Everything is so much better the way it is now than the way it was.